What if your greatest blessing wasn't money? What if it wasn't fame? What if it wasn't power, status, or recognition? What if your greatest blessing was something far more subtle, yet powerful enough to shape your entire destiny? What if it was courage? The courage to take the first step, the courage to speak when others remain silent, the courage to keep moving forward when obstacles appear. This is one of the remarkable themes often associated with Jupiter in the third house. It represents courage, communication, skills, learning, effort, initiative, siblings, and personal determination. The third house represents the part of life where nothing is handed to us. It is the house of action, where success is built through consistent effort rather than luck alone. Jupiter, on the other hand, is the planet of wisdom, expansion, faith, growth, and opportunity. When Jupiter enters the third house, something fascinating begins to happen. The person's growth becomes tied to movement. The more they explore, the more they learn. The more they learn, the more they grow. And the more they grow, the more opportunities seem to appear before them. Unlike some Jupiter placements that attract blessings through circumstance, Jupiter in the third house often rewards action. Life seems to say to these individuals, take the first step, and the path will reveal itself. Many people wait for certainty before acting. They want guarantees. They want perfect timing. They want assurance that their efforts will succeed. But Jupiter in the third house teaches a different lesson. Wisdom is often found on the journey, not before it. Confidence is often built through action, not before it. And opportunity often appears only after movement begins. This placement frequently creates individuals who possess a natural curiosity about life. They want to understand how things work. They want to learn new skills. They want to explore new ideas. They want to experience life directly rather than simply observe it from a distance. Even when formal education ends, their learning rarely does. The mind remains active. Questions continue to arise. New interests continue to emerge. Knowledge becomes a lifelong adventure. Communication is another major theme of this placement. Words carry unusual significance in their lives. Their voice may become a source of influence. Their ideas may inspire others. Their ability to explain, teach, write, speak, or share information can open important doors. Many people with Jupiter in the third house discover that opportunities arrive because of something they said, something they wrote, or something they were willing to communicate. A conversation changes a direction. An idea creates a breakthrough. A message reaches the right person at the right time. And suddenly, life begins moving in a new direction. There is also a strong connection between Jupiter in the third house and personal confidence. Not necessarily confidence that appears overnight, but confidence that grows steadily through experience. Each challenge teaches a lesson. Each lesson builds strength. Each success creates greater faith in one's abilities. Over time, the native begins trusting themselves more deeply. They learn that courage does not mean the absence of fear. It means acting despite fear. One of the beautiful qualities of this placement is resilience. Life may test them repeatedly, plans may fail, efforts may not always produce immediate results, yet they often possess an unusual ability to keep trying, to keep learning, to keep adapting, to keep moving forward. Where others see setbacks, they eventually learn to see lessons. Where others see obstacles, they begin looking for opportunities hidden within them. This mindset becomes one of their greatest assets. The relationship with siblings, peers, classmates, colleagues can also play an important role throughout life. These relationships often become sources of growth, challenge, wisdom, or inspiration. The native learns important life lessons through interaction with people who share their daily environment. Every Jupiter placement, however, carries a challenge because expansion without balance can create excess. The native may sometimes become overly optimistic. They may start many projects but struggle to finish them. They may become restless, constantly chasing the next idea, the next interest, or the next possibility. At times, they may speak before fully thinking. At times, they may promise more than they can realistically deliver. Life eventually teaches them that wisdom is not simply about exploring many paths, it is also about committing to the right path. The greatest growth occurs when enthusiasm is paired with discipline, when curiosity is paired with focus, when courage is paired with consistency. As they mature, something powerful begins to emerge. Their experiences start connecting together. The skills they learned, the conversations they had, the risks they took, the journeys they made, the lessons they gathered. What once seemed like separate pieces gradually form a larger picture, and they realize that every step mattered, every effort mattered, every attempt mattered, because Jupiter in the third house often creates a life where destiny unfolds through participation, not by waiting, not by wishing, not by watching from the sidelines, but by engaging with life directly, by asking questions, by taking chances, by speaking up, by continuing forward even when the destination is unclear. And perhaps that is the deepest lesson of this placement. The universe does not always reveal the entire road ahead. Sometimes it only reveals the next step. Jupiter in the third house blesses those who are willing to take that step anyway. And time and again, they discover that courage itself becomes the bridge between where they are and where they are meant to be.